why pretty much every single spiritual master has advised us to become detached from our thoughts. I'm sure you've heard over and over, you are not your thoughts, you are the witness of your thoughts. Why do you think this is so powerful? Well, has it ever occurred to you that some of your thoughts don't actually come from you? The dark forces in this realm, most of them are not physical. They cannot manifest. They need you for that. So put yourself in that position. If you are a non-physical being that needs to use a physical being to fulfill your agenda, what would you use? You would use everything that's in the non-physical realm, like thoughts, trickery, lies, manipulation. You would use thought forms to control physical beings' frequency and therefore their behavior. That is why there is such a power to not being attached to any thoughts that cross your mind, because they don't necessarily come from you. Remember, you are the one that has the power to manifest, so don't ever give a thought attention or life that you don't want to come true. Have you guys...
Alright, you guys, I don't know if you guys understand this, but it's pretty much explanatory right there. Alright, so this morning I've had helicopters flying over my house like crazy. I'm talking about in a long time they haven't flew over like this, and I couldn't, I didn't want to be out there recording them because I don't have time to do that shit. But there's a reason for that, and the reason is they know that I'm disconnecting myself by the way that I think. And as you guys can hear, there's actually one coming right now as we speak, just because of what I'm mentioning right now. Alright, that's a direct overhead. Alright. That's literally a direct overhead of Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, right? I mean, can you guys see how many houses there are in this mile radius, right? Like, how many houses there can be around here, right? And just so happens that this fucking piece of shit literally is flying right over my house. Out of all this whole area, you know what I mean? And just the fact of the matter that I've just mentioned it right now, and then they're passing. As you guys can see, as the thoughts that you're giving power to, you know what I mean? So I just don't really pay attention to them, whatever. I'm not worried about these fucking clowns. They're worried about us. They're worried about how, we think how powerful we are and how strong we can become. And so, I'm going to leave you guys with this information. We just want to shout out to this coward right here. His name's right here. As you guys can see, sometimes it displays the name of the coward that's driving the helicopter. Some people tend to think that these people don't know what they're doing, or they're being controlled, or whatever the case. In my opinion, I think some of these people know what they're doing. I don't think all of them are blind. So that's my take on that.
Quantum field. Thoughts are the electrical charge in the quantum field, and feelings produce a magnetic charge in the quantum field.
Yeah.
And how you think and how you feel broadcasts electromagnetic energy that influences every single atom in your life. The thought sends the signal out, and the feeling draws the experience back to you.
Yeah.
So then if the person is living in anger, impatience, resentment, frustration, and they're holding the intention of their future, That's mind and body in opposition. There's no vibrational match between anything and their future, because they're saying, why hasn't it happened? And they're waiting for their healing to begin so that they feel gratitude. They're waiting for their success to feel abundance or empowerment. They're waiting for their new relationship to feel love. Well, that's the old model of reality of cause and effect, Newtonian physics. Thoughts?
You are a electrical, magnetic, toroidal, compulsion, photon, phonon, sound and light, quantum, nine ether, frequency being. You have the ability to transcend time and space. Your words, they affect and they create your worlds. You are an individual expression of source code. You are a spirit having a biological experience. You are a biological, neurological, spiritual being. It is time for you to shine by activating your mind with your God-given design. Your true currency is energy. It's not money. Elevate your mind. What you feel, that's what you real. It's time to learn how to increase your cellular electricity. Your 12 cranial nerves are controlled by your 12 verbs. Your verbs control your nerves. The circle of Willis. This is the key to controlling the monkey. The monkey has your key to your money. So control the monkey mind with your God-given design.
If something happens one time...
This is a Metatron's Cube tree. It was custom made by a friend. It has these two little cables and it's wrapped around this phantom quartz crystal with some seraphonite, and it's all designed in Metatron's Cube's design. These are also known as cloud busters because they will literally blast all the clouds out of the sky, leaving a clear day. You plug it into a machine called a Spooky 2 generator. Now there's other kinds of this as well. My Spooky 2 is connected to two different devices. This plate can tune into any person. So then I make sure that it's all aligned with my eye pyramid, my donut, and my disc. The base stand is like the Star of David, so I plug it in there and I make sure everything's in alignment. So that when I start creating a torus field, it's bomb. So I turn all three of them on for a total of 8 generators, and I then connect it with all of my crystals. This is tied to 528, the heart chakra, 108, total knowing, and the powers of the void.
So this stuff, it just is interesting to me. I don't know, like, people have said that quartz crystals are like, they can summon spirits and shit and stuff like that. So I think it's just depending on your intentions and like what your focus is on. But I think stuff like this, I mean, if we're getting bombarded with evil shit, like, I don't think this shit's gonna really make a difference if you can see that it helps or not. Personally, I think that there's something to this, but I don't know. So I don't want to steer anybody in the wrong direction. I just think it's interesting how certain shapes and stuff like that are found, like the Tree of Life and the Metatron's Cube. Like it's found in like pretty much how everything is created, certain shapes and stuff like that, if you guys know about that stuff. So it's just interesting to me how, frequency, sound, and all this stuff is just, they can be measured, and supposedly, I don't know exactly how it works, but it is interesting to me. And I've been learning about this stuff off and on, just videos that I've watched and stuff like that. And it's kind of intriguing to me, but I'm not trying to send anybody down the wrong path. But I'm saying it's intriguing for me. If it's for you, you look into it or not, but you always have to do your research. But the main fact of this video is to break free from the mental enslavement that they're trying to put us in and have negative thoughts and stuff like that. So I tell you guys just to change the way you think, change the way you think of, don't give it life, which don't keep watering it. Don't keep thinking about it. Try to think different about different things. Try to separate yourself from this crap as much as possible. And that's what I've been doing. So yeah, I hope some of this information helps in some kind of way. Spooky 2 is something that I've talked about in the past, so check out these things, these videos, kind of contemplate on it, meditate on it, whatever you gotta do. But yeah, I hope to see all of us breaking free from this crap eventually, and sooner or later we are. So just want to wish you guys have a blessed day, and praise to the Most High.